sweetie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Father, yes. Say you're sorry.
What?
Yeah, on the floor. In the confessional, you dirty boy. You were mean to me. Say you're sorry.
Never.
Yes, harder. Yes, down, sideways.
Okay,
Down.
I say I'm sorry, and you'll leave.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Sorry. Father Whelan, what are you doing here?
Confession. What do you think?
Oh,
It was just a prank.
it's my confession, Father, not yours.
But really, it is just a prank.
I believe you. Shelley. Father. Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 3 days since my last confession, and these are my sins.
Father Whelan is one of the oldest and most respected priests in the diocese. I've taken his confession before, and he's taken mine. Priests confess to one another. That's normal. Though not usually at this hour. We don't generally want to take away the allotted confession time from the laity.
Recently, I've had a very heavy temptation, deep and penetrating, like it's been gnawing at my bones. A few months ago, a member of my church, a very, very lovely, devout lady, lost a child, a little boy. A terrible accident, and so naturally I went to her. I tried to strengthen her. I tried to give her comfort as best I could. But her reception was always just very, very cold.
That's to be expected.
Yes, expected. But still, I prayed for her. I prayed with her. I prayed for peace. I prayed for her strength and understanding. I spoke with her about the glories of suffering, about all of the treasures in heaven, and about the perseverance of the saints. And then eventually, on one visit, she turned and she looked at me, straight in my eye, and she said, "You can never understand. You've never had a child. You could never understand my loss." She didn't just speak it. She snarled it.
She was in pain.
Look, don't misunderstand me. I didn't begrudge her. Even as she began to drift from the church, I didn't begrudge her. You know, it's been 52 years since my ordination. I've given a great deal for the cause. I never had wealth. I never had a fancy car or a fancy house. I never took exotic vacations. Never got married. Never had children and never had grandchildren. And for the huge, deep sacrifice I considered for the sake of Christ, my parishioner considered it a deficit in me. My sacrifice, and it is a sacrifice. We choose a life of sacrifice, you and I. And now as I near the end of my race and the end of my time here on earth, I'm beginning to wonder, was it all worth it? Well, Father, was it?
Of course.